Kin, a novel by Tayari Jones. Print length, 351 pages. Publication date, February 24th, 2026. Vernice and Annie, two motherless daughters raised in Honeysuckle, Louisiana, have been best friends and neighbors since earliest childhood, but are fated to live starkly different lives. Raised by a fierce aunt determined to give her a stable home in the wake of her mother's death, Vernice leaves Honeysuckle at 18 for Spelman College, where she joins a sisterhood of powerfully connected Black women and discovers a world of affluence, manners, aspiration, and inequality. Annie, abandoned by her mother as a child and fixated on the idea of finding her and filling the bottomless hole left by her absence, sets off on a journey that will take her into a world of peril and adversity, as well as love and adventure, culminating in a battle for her life. A novel about mothers and daughters, friendship and sisterhood, and the complexities of being a woman in the American South, Kin is an exuberant, emotionally rich, unforgettable work from one of the brightest and most irresistible voices in contemporary fiction. Brawler, stories by Groff. Print length, 281 pages. Publication date, February 24th, 2026. A stunning, fierce collection from a master of the short story and one of the most important writers of our time. Read alone. Each story in Groff's electric collection is an individual triumph, bold, agile, and packed with power. Read together, they hum in exhilarating resonance. Ranging from the 1950s to the present day and moving across age, class, and region. From New England to Florida to California, these 9 stories reflect and expand upon a shared theme, the ceaseless battle between humans' dark and light angels. In every human there is both an animal and a god wrestling unto death, one character tells us. Among those we see caught in this match are a young woman suddenly responsible for her disabled sibling, a hot-tempered high school swimmer in need of an adult, a mother blinded by the loss of her family, and a banking scion endowed with a different kind of inheritance. Motivated by love, impeded by the double edges of other people's good intentions, they try to do the right thing for as long as they can. Precise, surprising, and provocative, anchored by profound insight into human nature, Brawler reveals the repeated, sometimes heartbreaking turning points between love and fear, compassion and violence, reason and instinct, altruism and what it takes to survive. Why We Click, The Emerging Science of Interpersonal Synchrony by Kate Murphy. Print length, 313 pages. Publication date, January 27th, 2026. Kate Murphy, author of the international bestseller You're Not Listening, answers these and other fascinating questions in Why We Click, the first book that explores the emerging science and outsized impact of interpersonal synchrony, the most consequential social dynamic most people have never heard of. Interpersonal synchrony is the seemingly magical, yet now scientifically documented, tendency of human beings to fall into rhythm and find resonance with one another. Not only do we subconsciously match one another's movements, postures, facial expressions, and gestures, recent breakthroughs in technology have revealed we also sync up our heart rates, blood pressure, brainwaves, pupil dilation, and hormonal activity. The result is that emotions, moods, attitudes, and subsequent behaviors can be as infectious as any disease and can have just as profound an impact on our health and well-being. Interweaving science, philosophy, literature, history, business management theory, pop culture, and plenty of relatable, real-world examples, Why We Click explains why being in sync, in tune, in step, and on the same wavelength are more than just turns of phrase. From the bedroom to the boardroom and beyond, Murphy reveals with characteristic curiosity, concision, and wit how our instinct to sync with others drives much of our behavior and how our deepest desires to be known, admired, loved, and connected are so often thwarted in modern life. The final score, the king of crime thrillers, is back, revealing the true price of power, betrayal, and survival by Dawn Winslow. Print length, 302 pages. Publication date, January 27, 2026. The trademark literary style, trenchant wit, and incisive characterization that have made Dawn Winslow a repeat New York Times best-selling author and America's greatest living crime writer, Providence Journal, are on brilliant display in this new book, sure to delight Winslow's most devoted fans and first-time readers. The multi-million-dollar casino heist is impossible. It can't be done. That's what makes it irresistible to a legendary robber facing the rest of his life in prison for his final score. An ambitious, hard-working college-bound teenager has a side job delivering illegal booze to the Sunday List until a crooked cop, a seductive customer, and a fake guru threaten to end his dreams. Two wise guys tell each other a true story over breakfast at a diner. It's all bullshit and laughs until someone else has to pick up the check. An otherwise honest patrolman has to make an excruciating choice between his loyalty to the job and his love for a any-or-do-well cousin in the North Wing. The entitled, substance-addicted movie star that surfer/PI Boone Daniels and his crew are hired to babysit in the lunch break is a problem. She also has a problem: someone wants her dead. Finally, the one terrible, momentary mistake that a devoted family man makes sends him to prison and on a collision course between the man he wants to be and the killer he's forced to become to survive. With a foreword written by award-winning crime author Reed Farrell Coleman, The Final Score is a propulsive, perceptive, and deeply immersive book of crime writing, the ultimate testament to Dawn Winslow's prowess as a living legend of the genre. Neptune's Fortune, The Billion-Dollar Shipwreck and the Ghosts of the Spanish Empire by Julian Sancton. Print length, 401 pages. Publication date, January 27, 2026. Roger Dooley wasn't looking for the San Jose, but an accidental discovery in the dusty stacks of a Spanish archive led him to the story of a lifetime, the tale of a great 18th century treasure ship loaded with riches from the New World and destined for Spain. But that ship, the galleon San Jose, met a darker fate. It was drawn into a pitched battle with British ships of war off the coast of Cartagena, and when the smoke cleared, the San Jose and its bounty had disappeared into the ocean, its coordinates lost to time. Though a diver at heart, Dooley was an unlikely candidate to find the San Jose. He had little in the way of serious credentials, yet his tenacity and single-minded devotion to finding and excavating the ship powered him across 4 decades, even as he became a man in exile from the country of his birth. As Dooley jousted with famous treasure hunters and well-funded competitors, he slowly homed in on a patch of sea that might contain a 300-year-old shipwreck, or nothing at all. Neptune's Fortune is a thrilling adventure, taking readers from great naval battles on the high seas to the sun-soaked shores that nurtured history's most notorious treasure hunters, to the archives that held the secret keys to lost fortune on the ocean floor. This Is Not About Us, fiction by Allegra Goodman. Print length, 310 pages. Publication date, February 10, 2026. Was this just a brief skirmish or the beginning of a 30-year feud? In the Rubenstein family, it could go either way. When their beloved sister passes away, Sylvia and Helen Rubenstein are unmoored. A misunderstanding about apple cake turns into a decade of stubborn silence, busy with their own lives. Divorces, dating, career setbacks, college applications, bat mitzvahs, and ballet recitals. Their children do not want to get involved. As for their grandchildren? Impossible. With This Is Not About Us, master storyteller Allegra Goodman, whose prior collection was heralded as one of the most astute and engaging books about American family life, The Boston Globe, returns to the form and subject that endeared her to legions of readers. Sharply observed and laced with humor, This Is Not About Us is a story of growing up and growing old, the weight of parental expectations, and the complex connection between sisters, a big-hearted book about the love that binds a family across generations. Fear and Fury, the Reagan 80s, the Bernie Goetz shootings, and the rebirth of White Rage by Heather and Thompson. Print length, 535 pages. Publication date, January 27, 2026. On December 22, 1984, in a graffiti-covered New York City subway car, passengers looked on in horror as a white loner named Bernhard Goetz shot 4 black teens, Daryl Cabey, Barry Allen, Troy Canty, and James Ramser, at point-blank range. He then disappeared into a dark tunnel. After an intense manhunt and his eventual surrender in New Hampshire, the man the tabloid media had dubbed the Death Wish Vigilante would become a celebrity and a hero to countless ordinary Americans who had been frustrated with the economic fallout of the Reagan 80s. Overnight, Goetz's young victims would become villains. Out of this dramatic moment would emerge an angry nation, in which Rupert Murdoch's New York Post and later Fox News Network stoked the fear and the fury of a stunning number of Americans. Drawn from never-before-seen archival materials, legal files, and more, Heather and Thompson narrates the Bernie Goetz subway shootings and their decades-long reverberations, while deftly recovering the lives of the boys whom too many decided didn't matter. Fear and Fury is the remarkable account and a searing indictment of a crucial turning point in American history. Cruelty-Free, a novel by Caroline Glenn. Print length, 308 pages. Publication date, February 3, 2026. Nothing feels better than revenge. 10 years ago, Lila Devlin was an A-list actress with a movie star husband and a beautiful baby girl, Josie. When Josie was kidnapped out of her home and never seen again, Lila's previously pristine public image twisted into that of an unfit mother. Driven mad by the hungry press, incompetent cops, and relentless true crime, obsessed fans, she disappeared into anonymity. Now, Lila Devlin returns to LA with a grand vision for a radical new skincare brand to reinvent herself and honor Josie's legacy. She's prepared to move into the next chapter of her life with forgiveness in her heart, when an encounter with a parasitic blogger ends with him dead. Lila suddenly discovers forgiveness isn't nearly as satisfying as a body hitting the floor. With the help of her devoted publicist Sylvie, Lila begins a relentless, blood-soaked hunt through LA, giving her skincare the edge it needs. They introduce a secret ingredient, revenge sourced from the bodies piling up. But as the company's success skyrockets and Lila begins unraveling the truth behind her daughter's kidnapping, her murderous side hustle threatens the life she's painstakingly rebuilt. Both a striking portrayal of grief and womanhood, and a twisting, cynical satire on celebrity and toxic beauty standards, Cruelty-Free is an ambitious debut from a talented star on the rise. A Sociopath's Guide to a Successful Marriage, a novel by M.K. Oliver. Print length, 384 pages. Publication date, February 17, 2026. Meet Lala Rook. Lala has a lot on her plate. She needs to guarantee her husband makes partner, secure her dream house in Hampstead, and get her daughter into a prestigious prep school. And on the afternoon, she stabs a stranger 7 times after he breaks into her living room. She has a 4-year-old's birthday party to host. With an unambitious partner, 2 demanding children, and a barely adequate large house in a nice, if not quite fashionable, part of town, Lala's life isn't quite perfect yet. And she can't pretend she hasn't missed the adrenaline rush that comes with transgressing. Besides, as a wife and mother, she's already an expert multitasker. So, disposing of a body, framing a friend, and being the world's best mother can easily be managed alongside the usual domestic minutiae. It's just that her husband Stephen seems distracted. Her daughter's drowning of the class hamster is affecting her academic future. And then there is the unexpected intruder. Who is this man and what does he want from her? Because Lala has a past she'd rather keep hidden, and the sudden appearance of the police means that avoiding them will be yet another task to cross off her to-do list. Funny, calculating, hyper-confident, and ambitious, Lala is your next favorite anti-heroine. Just don't mention it to her mother-in-law. Queen of Faces by Petra Lord. Print length 427 pages. Publication date February 3rd, 2026. Annabelle Gage is trapped in a male body, and it's rotting from the inside out. But Anna can't afford to escape it, even as the wealthiest in Kaimor buy and discard expensive designer bodies without a thought. When she fails to gain admittance to the prestigious Paragon Academy and access to the healthy new forms the school provides its students, her final hope implodes. Now without options, Anna must use her illusion magic to try to steal a healthy chassis before her own kills her. But Anna is caught by none other than the headmaster of Paragon Academy, who poses a brutal ultimatum: face execution for her crime or become a mercenary at his command. Revolt brews in Kamer's smog-choked underworld, and the wealthy and powerful will stop at nothing to take down the rebels and the infamous Dark Witch at their helm, the Black Wraith. With no choice but to accept, Anna will steal, fight, and kill her way to salvation. But her survival depends on a dangerous band of renegades, an impulsive assassin, a brooding bomb maker, and an alluring exile who might just spell her ruin. As Anna is drawn into a tangled web of secrets, the line between villain and hero shatters, and Anna must decide which side is worth dying for. Perfect for fans of Lee Bardugo, Brandon Sanderson, Lev Grossman, and R.F. Kwong.